We are reacting to JJK Season 3, Episode 4, The Perfect Preparation. You know that Maki was going crazy in that episode. Yo, I watched it, but I was waiting on I'm Kevin's reaction because he did say that he was going to drop a reaction when that episode drops. And you know Kevin, he's the biggest Maki glazer. So without further ado, let's get right to it.
I'm tired of these niggas always online telling me Maki ain't about this, Maki ain't about that. She a fraud with Yuji and them. Never putting in no work.
She
Shut
a
the
fraud?
up. Y'all
Hell
niggas ain't no
nah.
shit. All y'all motherfuckers talking about Maki ain't no hitter. Maki ain't this. Maki a fake. Shut the fuck up. Y'all don't live with that nigga. Motherfucker, stop complaining her like that. Them niggas savages out there. If I catch another motherfucker talking sweet about Maki, I'm fucking beating their ass. I'm not fucking playing no more.
Yeah, I'm not gonna cap. I'm not cap. These niggas be savages, bro.
Chat, today is a special day. I told y'all the next time you gonna see me is when that Maki episode dropping. Boy, I was not disappointed.
Kev, why are you glazing Maki? Maki ain't do nothing, Kev. What did she do to deserve this praise?
I see potential. If you need a financial advisor or someone to put your money into stocks, hit me up. Clearly, I understand long-term investment. I can proudly say I was a Maki fan since day one. I'm not a manga reader either, so I was in the mud fighting for my life defending her. I kept saying just
Nah, that is though. That is like not being a manga reader and having like investing on a character. Then you have manga readers telling you that nah, that character's a fraud. You don't know how frustrating that shit is, bro.
wait, just wait. They're not gonna waste her character. Especially after season 2, when we found out she is dead ass just a woman version of Toji, I knew I had to be patient. And today that patience paid off. Now, before we get to that, let's do a quick overview of the episode last week. It's pretty much explaining the rules of the Culling Games and what their next steps are. I'm gonna go over it to the best of my ability. If I get something wrong, just correct me. So, Kenjaku, his objective is to force the evolution of mankind throughout Japan. And the way he's trying to do it is by fusing mankind with Tengen. Why Tengen? Well, Tengen is the only one possible this plan can work with. She's immortal, been alive for over 1,000 years, and at this point is more closer to being a system than to an actual human being. Her role is regulating cursed energy throughout all of Japan using barriers, and everyone in the country exists within those barriers, within her influence. So getting to Tengen means getting to the entire nation. Now, previously, this wasn't possible. She couldn't just fuse with anyone. Similar to how Yuji is a rare being who was able to be Sukuna's vessel, Tengen also needs a vessel, the Star Plasma Vessel. However, the only person who was capable of being said vessel
Yeah,
got her shit.
told you pop that shit, bro. Like you know what's crazy? The last episode kind of showed us that Toji's actions and Gojo's actions kind of made the whole situation, I don't know, worse. Because, you know, Gojo destroyed the weapons that could have unsealed them. Toji, Toji's actions, you know, played a vital role in things getting fucked up and shit. Especially killing the vessel and shit. It's crazy.
Off. And it's been 12 years since then. Now she's able to fuse with someone other than the vessel. And whoever fuses with her now will become something more than a sorcerer. A whole new being entirely, and that's what Kenjaku wants. Now, Tengen is able to keep her form as well as her sense of reason thanks to her barrier techniques. But that doesn't go for the other niggas. If she fused with all those people and even one went out of control, the world will end. She said because evil will spread to everyone instantly. There will be no boundaries between individuals. The impurities of 100 million would flood the world. Now, hearing that for the first time, I had no clue what the fuck she was talking about. Had to do a little research to make sense of that. So basically, her fusing with everyone would turn them all into one being, one mind, a single shared existence. One person feels hatred, everyone feels hatred. Betrayal, sadness, anger, fear, grief, all those emotions stacked up at one
That
time.
would be so
Now you may be
crazy.
asking, why now of all times? Why is Kenjaku doing all this right now? Tengen goes to explain that the Star Plasma Vessel, a sorcerer with the six eyes, and herself are all connected by fate, which is why the two other times Kenjaku tried this, he failed. If he killed either one of them, new users will somehow appear when he try to go through with the plan. However, the third time Toji was a factor. A man with zero cursed energy, blessed with a heavenly pact, putting him outside of fate's grasp. So when he killed the vessel, blew her shit smooth off, popped her Scalati, he disrupted the cycle, breaking fate. That single act is what made Kenjaku's plan possible, and sealing Gojo just gave him extra insurance. And the
Damn, that's
reason he
crazy.
started the Culling Games to generate a massive amount of cursed energy, pretty much preparing humans to be fused with Tengen. And remember how I mentioned there's a lot of rules to the Culling Games? Yeah, one of them prevents the game from ending.
Wow.
But there's also another rule. If you get enough points, you can add an additional rule. So that means they have to participate in order to create a way out of the game. They also came here to figure out how to free Gojo. Tengen simply had a fucking back door
What?
to the seal that was used on him. Now,
Not that is though. Like, where was he giving this? Like, literally, this. Like I was saying, Gojo destroyed the things that could have unsealed them, bro. Like, it's crazy. Like, it's genuinely crazy, bro.
course, you can't just open it and free him. The person with the front half is the one with the authority. You'll need to find something or someone, some girl named Angel who was also around since 1,000 years ago, who can extinguish curse techniques. So here's the game plan. Yuki and Choso will stay here to protect Tengen. Yuta will participate in the color games right away to gather some information. Megami and Yuji will go see Akari, who I've heard so much about. Seen that nigga dancing at some point, but
Akari's
they need to find a
goaded.
way to recruit him no matter what. Apparently, he's just as strong as Yuta. And finally, Maki will go to the Zenin house to get her cursed tools. Now get this. He walked in, bumped his head on the doorframe, laughed it off, and said, "I'm used to it." Used to what?
Damn, tough crowd.
What is he used to? 6'7". You're a fucking disgrace.
Did a nigga say 6'7"? Nah, Kev funny as fuck, bro.
Listen, I'm not trying to be a dickhead, but I'm gonna be a dickhead. You're pushing 40. What are you doing out there? I get this is your dream and all, but not everyone should have dreams. This is not for you. You're actually ass. That's one of the worst performances I ever seen in my life. I almost walked on that stage and slapped you for saying that bullshit. So this is
Bruh.
Takaba, another one of those characters who I always hear about, but don't know a single thing about him. Anyways, it's about time we get to the meat and potatoes. So she pulls up, and of course, the first person we see is Naoya. This dude is carrying misogyny on his back. When you look
That
up the
is
word, his
facts.
face pops up.
That is
He was
facts,
like,
Damn,
bro.
you can't use Jujutsu. You can't see cursed spirits, and you're chopped. A triple whammy. What is your purpose?
just had to walk away, guaranteed nothing positive will ever escape his mouth. Then
Bro, that is the same nigga that said the only thing that Maki and Omai that had going for them is just a pretty face and an ass, bro, and a good body. Just imagine, bro. Crazy.
we get a little flashback of her talking with Megami, and she was like, "Look, you was made the head of the Zenin clan. Money, cursed tools, info on the big three, all within your reach. It'll change how we move from this point on." We
Yeah, I'm not gonna cap. She went crazy, bro. Like the first time, like I heard it. Okay, I rewatched the episode more like 4 times now. It's just awesome. But the first time when I heard it, I was like, "Whoa, hold on." The VAs went crazy. Now I'm just waiting on the dub. Oh, and Megumin's situation, bro. You cannot convince me that Gojo didn't put that boy on, bro. Just because he had a relationship with Gojo, just like knowing him, he got a type of motion. They were willing to make bro the head of the Zenin clan just because he knew Gojo. Like, just imagine, bro. Crazy.
yelling for her to come back. They're forbidden from going down to the armory. And I was expecting a regular size vault. That shit is a 20-story door, locks and seals keeping it closed. You think the blades of chaos are inside that shit, the Infinity Gauntlet. But all she was greeted by was her dad, with her sister Mai bleeding out on the floor. Yo, this family is fucked in every which way possible. And
Fucked
he's
up,
only
bro.
doing this because earlier, the higher ups put out a kill order on anyone who plots to free Gojo. So they're using this chance to strengthen their trust by killing Maki, Mai, and Megami. He already cleared out the vault, which brings me to question how long was he standing here? Does the door just auto seal itself back up, auto puts the locks back on? Nah, because now that I'm thinking about it, you had to make multiple trips. You wouldn't have this
Wait,
giant
hold
vault just
on.
for one weapon. So after you got done hauling everything out of here, you went back inside, closed the door, and just stood in the dark. Bro really think he the final boss. But
Bruh, that is though. Maybe he wanted to pull that I was expecting you type of B type of BS, bro.
walked in, not a single word said, pulled out that sword and was ready to work. But not gonna lie, maybe he is the boss. Cause when that light went out, Maki broke his sword. So I was like, oh, he's ass. But apparently he's wielding a lightsaber. I
Now
apologize
that
for
was
my
nasty.
outburst. I just seen my go get one tapped. And he was saying how he was supposed to be the clan leader, but y'all was so buns. His daughters were so buns that they just didn't allow it. So he chucks them into this room where he keeps cursed spirits. It's only a matter of time before they get devoured. But
Just imagine telling your children that they are ass just because you didn't get the position to lead the clan, bro. Like this clan is so fucked up, bro. Like genuinely so fucked up, and Mai and Maki don't deserve any of the treatment that they got, bro. Not from their father, not from their mother, not from the other clan members, and especially not from Naoa, bro. And if you know, you know.
made sure that wasn't gonna happen. See, her ability is constructing anything using her cursed energy, and she decided to make Maki a weapon knowing she'll die if she does.
Bro,
And the
this
thing
was
about
genuinely
being
sad, bro.
twins in this world is that Jujutsu doesn't see them as two different people. They're seen as one. No matter how hard Maki trains, the blood, sweat, and tears, none of it matters if Mai herself doesn't also want to be strong. So as long as she exists, Maki will forever be half of what she could be. The one thing she asks of her before she leaves is to destroy everything.
Spray that shit. Yeah, I'm not gonna cap. R.I.P. Mai.
What? My body remembers the fear I tried so hard to forget. Told you, I'll burn you to the. Ladies and gentlemen, it is time. My
That was crazy. That was crazy. Okay, how bound must you be for you to be genuinely scared of your own daughter? Just feeling her aura was like, oh shit, giving you PTSD, bro. The Zenin clan are bound, bro. Like, I'm sorry, but the Zenin clan is ass, bro.
goat has risen. Took the top off that bitch ass nigga's head. Type shit that'll make a grown man cry. I've
That ass.
been waiting so long, so patiently for this moment. She goes up to the top floor dual wielding, and setting these little grunts is so disrespectful. Four of y'all gone. Next. Wasting no time just walking you down. That one got his sternum caved in, head
Damn.
sliced, arm chopped, flips over with the double kill here. Enjoy that. Or y'all just gonna keep coming in one by one? Come on, jump me. All of y'all at the same time. Let's make it interesting. And he's gonna come in doing all this extra shit. Fuck out of my face.
Not gonna lie, I
Low
thought
look
Unc was gonna
double
do
kill, and
some.
this shot right here is hard. I ain't never see a floor angle, but they done changed it to black and white. Killed like 10 at one time. Two more ran in, immediately decapitated. Weave, broke the sword, chopped him in two. She then tomahawked her primary, and that shit got jets on it. Stood in the middle, allowed the sword to do the work, but she said, hold on, y'all think it's safe up here?
No, 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 please.
Massacred everyone upstairs, so she jumps back down, speed blitz like 20 of them, limbos the sword, yeah, give me the ankle. She's
Oh, that was so nasty. Okay, you know what? Okay, I'm not defending these niggas. I was gonna say that bro didn't deserve that, but low key he did though.
down, speed blitz like 20 of them, limbos the sword, yeah, give me the ankle. She's out here ice skating on blood. And I guarantee this guy stood back here for a reason. He didn't even have a sword in his hand, no weapon of protection. He was about to play dead. She ain't given no chance. So she runs back into the crowd, took the boy's arm, cuts off his torso, and this dude got the most unfortunate death. You didn't even go out to the person annihilating your squad. You went out to the random pair of forearms she happened to chop off. And
Bro, That is just sad. That is just sad. Just imagine you trying to have your moment and saying, "Oh yeah, I'm about to go crazy." Then that shit happen.
leading your squad. You went out to the random
Even the
pair of
homeboy at the back
forearms
was
she
like, "Oh
happened to
hell
chop
no."
off. And then she proceeds to I don't even know what she did, but everyone in the room is now dead. Yo, did y'all kill her yet? Huh? Great Neptune! And this random old man was just in the cut, conjuring up some spell which frankly did not a thing. All these explosions, the giant hand, she gave not a single fuck. In fact, she broke out of it with ease, got straight in his face. Now, these guys are considered the strongest sorcerers the Zenin clan has to offer, so finally, we have some comp. Psych, I lied. She broke his sword and snatched his
Give me
fucking
that.
throat out. And the
Ugh.
universe must really not like this guy. His broken sword came back, struck him in the back of his head. Anyways, on to the next. And I think she's going for a world record. Is that the second throat she done snatched? Then the other guy uses some gravity technique, but it don't really matter because she smiles and started forcing her way out of it. And this dude is taking his sweet time to hit her. The other guy
Bro, the strongest Zenin clans. They say they are the strongest Zenin clans, and they are getting washed. They are getting one tap, bro. How ass must you be for the top brass to get one shot? I'm gonna say the Zenin clan is ass, bro. Only for Toji though. Solo exception is Toji.
are you? And this dude is taking his sweet time to hit her. The other guy was like, yo, what are you doing? Are you ore farming out there, nigga? Are you serious? This is not your episode. Shit, they don't even know your name. Our clan only exists because Toji allowed it. She's become exactly what we feared. Took the dude like 40 seconds, but he finally attacked. Did some punch nuke, and bro over here was like, yes, you did it, man. You did it. She walked out holding his head, tossed that motherfucker into the river, and finally Naoya
That sounds
shows
so
himself. I
disrespectful.
wanted her to beat his ass since the first episode, and Mappa, my goodness, y'all cooked. Naoya is slightly better than I expected, though. He won this exchange. And he
Dang.
was like, shorty, you are not Told you better calm all that down. But not gonna lie, it's a known fact. Your punches do no damage. Look soothing even, like a nice massage. All the damage you're doing is not from you. It's from the mountains you're throwing her into.
That is so
Perfect evidence.
fast.
What is she doing? Got thrown through everything possible and she's out there enjoying the breeze, bro. Your ass. So she plants her feet, coming to a complete stop. Naoya is coming through at top speeds, blowing through mountains, thinking, ha, I know your game plan. You're trying to tank my hit straight on. As if I'd be that stupid. Yeah, like I said, your ass. I'll let the camera spin around a few times, make sure they get your good angle. And this may be one
Not
of the
one,
rare times we got 4
not two, not three,
replays.
but
Usually
4
it's 3,
times.
but half of his skull got crushed. And then she casually goes back into the house. Ma, yo, Ma, where you at? Now, she does get taken out too, but made sure Naoya wasn't getting out of this. So after that, the Gojo and Kami clan sent a proposal to the higher-ups to remove the Zenin clan from the big 3. Let's go ahead and give that a round of applause. This might
Tough,
be my
bro.
favorite
Tough, bro.
episode
Tough, bro.
JJK has ever produced. My fellow Maki defenders, let's all enjoy this day. Maybe fire up the grills, a special occasion. Until next time.
The fact that they had to replay that punch multiple times is crazy. But they were so awesome. I suggest going and watch the original video. Shout out to I'm Kevin for the great video. And going to watch like the actual episode. Hey, even if you're a dub enjoyer, hey, 2 episodes of the dub it dropped. So I'm guessing like you have going to wait 2 weeks for the episode 4 to be dubbed. But anyway, shout out to Mappa. This episode was so goaded. My goaded. RIP my. Maki goaded. Top 5 female characters for me though. For me. For me. Don't be in the comments saying, oh, not for me. Top 5 female characters for me.